My dad's an animal.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. We back on Tuesday Night Spotlight. I'm your host, Neil Carter. I'm here with a big time person, a dude I've known for a couple, maybe a year or two now.
Yeah.
He's a music recording engineer. He's worked with artists such as Jadakiss, Rick Ross, and Timberland, just to name a few. The CEO of Prime Records. Mm-hmm. We got Biggz in the building. What's going on, my brother?
One half of Prime Records.
Yes, sir.
Well, 1/3.
Shout out to Hayes. She in the building as well.
And shout out Mr. Darren. He's one of our partners too, just so everybody know.
Word.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Of course, appreciate you coming on.
No doubt, man.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna jump right into it. What's something in the world that's extremely underrated to you?
Damn. Something that's underrated to me. You gonna have to give me some time to think about this.
Oh, yeah, you good?
Knowledge of or just basic fundamentals of how to maintain life.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
Just how to maintain, especially in the society we have now. But just like money management, health management, time management.
Stuff that's
you said underrated or
underrated.
Yeah, underrated. I don't think people take that stuff as serious. Mm-hmm. They feel like things are just supposed to just be like, all right, we just get it together. But proper planning, all of that stuff is really important. And using your calendar, knowing how to split up your money when it comes in, save your money, and just habits, how to create healthy habits, and why things are. People just don't ask questions no more, and they don't use common sense to put things together.
Word. I feel like I know one thing that they were saying, like the younger kids, they more like, everybody kind of got ADHD now.
Yeah.
So even though we've kind of lost that generation that was heavy into production, I'm seeing maybe this generation could be that. Every generation has its phases, but like you say, maybe we've lost that level of discipline, that we've had, and that routine.
It might be just America has, because you got China and places like that that's still heavy in production.
True that.
And then, what is it, Italy, Taiwan, all them, Philippines. It just depends on what they're producing.
True.
You know what I mean? But in America, yeah, we rather get somebody else to do it because we can afford it, and it's like time. It's a trade for time.
Absolutely. Would you take lifelong love or generational wealth?
Generational wealth.
Can you elaborate? You're the second person that's taken it. Everybody else is love, and I've teeter-tottered towards generational wealth, but I can see the other side. So what made you choose generational wealth?
I could take care of a lot more people that way. I could show more love that way. Can't show love by somebody giving me love. That's just only back to that person. But with wealth, my family could change other people's lives, or hundreds and millions of lives, by having a generational wealth.
That's pretty straight. That's the best answer I got so far.
Appreciate it.
I might not ask that question no more.
Yeah,
pretty much in the debate.
Funny. Appreciate that.
For sure. What was it like growing up for you? What's your first memory?
My first memory. Yo, what the fuck? Let me think. My first memory.
I remember mine was sliding down my aunt's stairs at 2 years old, and them yelling at me for sliding down the stairs because they didn't want me to bust my ass. That's my first memory.
I remember burning myself on the stove. I got a scar. I still got the scar. It's probably about 3, 4. And I reached up to the stove and it was lit and melted my arm and shit over here. My left arm, left wrist.
And you still got that to this day.
Yeah, it's underneath my watch band, but yeah.
You got good kid memory?
Oh
yeah.
But yeah, so that's as far back. One of my first memories. I don't know why it's a painful memory. I'm pretty sure I can think of some good ones, but
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What was it like with your family growing up? Like you had a lot of siblings, both parents. How was it like?
Nah, it was just me for real. When my it was just me. And I was with my grandma most of the time, and you know, mom's was working all the time. That type shit. My dad, I found out a whole nother dude was my dad at like 26. So, like, I thought this whole other dude was my dad my whole life. And he was alright. He won't cool though. I ain't really like dealing with him. But yeah.
True. So yeah, growing up, so I can imagine like, like you pretty much had to raise yourself, be like, all right, learn right from wrong based off of your own actions versus somebody like telling you or teaching you this is what it is, kind of thing.
Exactly. I always had to learn stuff on my own, figure it out.
That makes
my mom even used to say that shit. I used to have to read the encyclopedia. I think it's now looking back, she just didn't have the answers, but she didn't want to tell me that. She'd just tell me like, go look for it, start asking for it.
That's a good answer though.
It got me in the habit of it. Yeah.
Of going in, asking, because that's the best thing to do. Like instead of relying on her, now she the Mecca. You you got to find the Mecca. You got to find the answer and stuff like that. And you the Mecca.
That's why I love YouTube now, because all my life I've been reading books trying to figure it out. And YouTube, you just go up there,
and get anything. You could be on there. I used to. One of my old jobs, I used to just have my headphones in and listen to an ebook. I'd be listening to an ebook every day just off YouTube. You can learn anything, learn how to tie.
Yeah,
shit crazy.
All that, yeah. And it's like helping yourself, bettering yourself. So like, just doing that. And I was into art growing up. I went to the University of Maryland for art when I was like, I think from like 11 to like 10 to like 13 or something.
You went to university that early?
Yeah, I was on the news for it and everything.
That's crazy. What was that like being that young and doing something like that? How was the experience of that?
Shit, it was cool. I guess that's what got me in the habit of working so much, because I always looked at it that's just what I do all the time anyway. I always was drawing, so it just was what I did. And then like I will always be in my own personal space doing that. So it's like I ain't have no I won't scare the people or nothing.
Right.
Man, I don't know. It was cool though.
And then
cool as shit.
Were you into music around that time too, or did that come a little bit after that?
Yeah, I was in orchestra band.
What was your instrument?
Percussion, mainly snares and anything percussion, bells, xylophones, shakers, fucking, you know what I mean, all that shit.
Sheesh. And it's all starting to make sense as we go along now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to I got a little thing I'm gonna tie it in with at the end. But yeah, so you dealing with art, you dealing with music at the time you in the band and stuff, and at this time you basically like a teenager.
No, I ain't even a teenager yet.
But like
I was 13 and then I moved to Virginia. And then I stopped being in band and all that. I actually got introduced to FL Studio right after that at age 14.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't in band or nothing after that. I moved down here. So my mom moved me down here to keep me out of trouble and stuff like that, because I'm from Baltimore, so, just hanging out in the hood. I was on White Lock every day playing basketball and just being in the hood and shit. Not doing a bunch of like mischief, but she just wanted a different, different lifestyle. So she felt like Virginia was where it was at. So I moved down here. And when I got into FL, got introduced to FL, and then from there, just started my journey.
What's some of your bigger inspirations as far as music, at least back then?
Well, Kanye really got me into it. Like, I was studying before he had College Dropout. I was like studying all his mixtapes and how he made beats. I even know songs with him and Murphy Lee. Like, I was back then listening to Kanye, so like, I kind of just like, he gave me the courage to believe for it and to know that I could do something different with the music. And like, one of his favorite producers, not Seal Smooth, what's his name, man? Pete Rock.
Okay.
He fucks with me now. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
On some shit. So like to know know that's where he got it from, and he opened the door for somebody that influenced me, that started me in the game. Was like, that was dope. You know what I mean?
That kind of leads me. I had a question I was gonna ask. Like, have you ever met like one of your like music idols, and then what was that experience like for you?
Music idol.
Or like,
Well,
you're not necessarily, but you know, like Kanye would be somebody that's
Yeah.
like, okay, I look at this person for inspiration. So like somebody like that.
Yeah, they always shit though. They always some shit.
That's what they say.
The motherfuckers that you really, really look up to and want, you know what I mean, like that really inspire you, be some shit. I ain't met Kanye though, so I wouldn't say that about him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, someone was some shit. I ain't gonna say no names because I definitely have. And then some, I don't really think I met nobody that I really wanted to meet, like, because I wanted to meet like Mother Teresa. I met her. That was somebody I was glad I got to meet and like lay hands on and really just, you know, just get a moment with her. Michael Jackson was somebody who I really wanted to meet. Prince, you know, like, you know, people like that. And I didn't get a chance to meet, but yeah.
Is there anybody that stood out that you met? Is like, damn, this person's super dope. Like maybe you didn't expect.
Boosie.
Word.
I ain't really know how it was gonna be with Boosie. And like, this was before Vlad TV Boosie. But he was like just the same. He was just him. He's him, you know. And like, he's a good time. Every time you with him or you talk to him, he's a good time. And he just believe what he believe. He don't know everything, but he know what he know and he stick to it.
Word. As far as that goes, when did Prime start becoming coming into the picture as far as I want to start like a studio and build like an empire type thing?
Well, shout out to our partner, Mr. Dan, but he gave us a space to create our own record label. He was like, use his studio to create the space and make it, you know, make your mark. So from there, I just kind of like was trying to figure that shit out. I'm like, all right, because I had Major Movement before. It was a record label back in the day, but like I let that go, and then I was like, all right, let's try it again with something, not Major Movement, but let's try something different with now I'm more experienced and all that. And the journey's been dope. I've learned a lot. It's been a lot of ups and downs and struggles and, you know, good points, but it's been a learning lesson, for real. It's been a journey.
What's something you would tell to somebody out there that's like maybe getting into the beginning of like starting a studio or maybe just starting their own dream or label or something of that nature?
Find a mentor and learn first. Study under somebody and then, you know, try to start something. And I mean, unless you just know a lot of stuff, because you got those special ones that just, they rap, sing, make the beats, make the music, make the, you know, do everything. When you one of them type people, then it's different, because I was one of them type people. But outside of that, if you're just somebody who's inquisitive about the game and wants to know about stuff, just find a mentor and start building with people that's in it, understand and learn it, respect it, learn the fundamentals of it, you know, and then move around.
And then one thing about the 757, I hear a lot of people, they talk about like, in order to like make something happen out here, you have to like move out. You can't get nothing done out here. And you know, you might have had you definitely probably been all over the place, you know, to get to where you at. But like, what would you say to something like that as somebody that's here and is somebody I would deem extremely successful in the area that's been able to, you know, kind of disprove that notion? What would you say to that?
Man, that's why I'm still here, because I always want to go against what everybody say. But what I do is I go out and I bring the industry here. So like any plugs, anything I learn, anything I know, I bring it back home and build a community until we become that market where it will be a hub. Right. But right now we only can go as far as the city lets you go, as far as like with the events and growing as big as the politics will let you grow, because those are the people with the power and they got to understand that this is really people's lives. Right. They look at it as more of a hobby exactly. Right now. So, which once we switch that narrative in their minds and start that dialogue, then they'll release that funding, and then we can really build up our own economy.
What do you see as a good step in the right direction towards that?
I'm just playing. Shout out to Boosie. I said economy.
Oh, shit.
I'm just playing. We could build our own economy out here for creators, though. What was your question, though?
Shit, nah. I think that might have answered it. I want to chop that up with you more off podcast, building the economy, how we people can go, everybody can go about doing that.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up a little bit, but I do want to ask you. Let's see, what's one of these? What's it like being on the Grammy board?
It's been fun, man. Like, it's been an experience. It feels good to finally be in the room. You know what I mean? Like, be in those rooms, like outside of the studio rooms, like. We used to being in there with the artists and stuff, but really being in the rooms with the people that can make you, just change your life or, change situations, and being able to vote and have a voice for the voiceless on like our rights as musicians and creatives and stuff like that is really cool. And I don't usually do politics, but like, it just gives me a glimpse of just like how politics work in the music, and how to pretty much control it and how things work so you can make a change.
Word. That's dope. What's some stuff that we can look for from Prime, as far as like who's some artists that's on the radar? What's some projects maybe we could look for, stuff like that?
All right, so A Heart for Sale by Kilo Jones. Okay. That's our artist on Prime Records. That's my guy, and he's been really killing it this year. Like, this year's been like something different for him. But yeah, y'all check that out. That's all we've been focusing on right now. Him and Wayne dropped a project, High Score. Him and Wayne the Bro. Mm-hmm. They got High Score, which released last year, and that did really well. It was a real like close to home project for us. It was just like overcoming some goals that we've been trying to accomplish for years, and just, just everything came together in the most perfect and positive way, So, you got that. Def Hayes always has songs coming out.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah, she's overdue for a record. Y'all check out that Dip record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smash.
Still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I just released a beat tape also. This is Biggz Volume 1. That's on all platforms.
Make sure y'all go check that out. Shit, I'm about to go check that out.
Yeah, it's a little vibe, just some music.
Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna start putting some stuff out and having like more concepts for them and stuff like that. But I just wanted to just put something out,
Word.
Just to have some vibes out. I've been getting back in my producing real heavy. So.
That's I'm excited. I really want to hear this beat tape. I'm about to definitely ride home and listen to that jump.
Nah, it's fly, man. It's a little vibe. Next one gonna be even better though, because I'm gonna take my time and really craft it.
So this first one, like a little taste. This next one, like I'm alright. I'm gonna smack you upside the head real quick.
And I'm probably put some artists up there and stuff like that. I'm gonna mix it up, do something dope. Word. And I definitely want to try to chart it. I want to do this project so everybody can get a plaque. Because, we got the plug to get plaques and all that stuff now. I done charted 176 times. So, I'm...
Congratulations, by the way.
No, I appreciate it. But now it's time for everybody to do it. And the more plaques we got out here, the better it's going to be for all of us. Right. And it's going to bring more money and more attention. So, it's time to go hard with it, that's all.
Let's do it. So yeah, 757. It's time to come hard with it. 2023. Biggz, I appreciate you for hopping on.
Man, thanks for having me, bro.
For sure.
It's solid, bro. I like this shit. It was like a little therapy session on the low.
Peace out, by the way. See you next Tuesday. We'll see you next Tuesday. Peace. But yeah, I ain't mean for it to like kind of flow that way.
No, I was trying to. I liked it. I liked it, bro. I had a headache all day until I just got to release that. That was dope.
Word.
That was real dope.
Huh? Okay.